Hello, my name is Jenny Henriksen, and I am one of the instructional designers in the Academy here at Harper College. And I wanted to take several minutes to show you some basics about Blackboard Collaborate to encourage you to be comfortable to jump in and look around if you would like to on your own. So basically, the first step is to make sure that you are in Mozilla Firefox browser. That is the preferred browser for Collaborate. Then you're going to go into Blackboard and you're going to go to your list of courses and you're going to open up whichever course you want to work in. So you and your students are both going to have access to Blackboard Collaborate Ultra through the Tools Communication menu item on the left-hand side. And they named it after themselves, Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, so it is going to be in alphabetical order according to B. So click on that link, and the very first thing that you want to do is make sure that your course room settings are correct before you begin. So you're going to go all the way across here and click on this little circle, and you're going to go to Edit Settings. And what you want to do is make sure that the Allow Recording Downloads item is checked, so that if you decide to download the video and host it somewhere else, it is available for you. You cannot do it after the fact, so it's good to make sure that it's set up correctly in the beginning. Then go ahead and join the course room. So a new screen is going to open up, and it's going to try to set up certain parts that it thinks you might want. So it's asking about the microphone, and I'll just say allow for now. And you can see when you talk, your voice should be showing in this purple area, and you can say, yes, it's working. And you can go ahead and you can allow your camera if you like to, if you would like to have your face on the screen. If you are just doing a screencast, then you can not allow it, so it's up to you. And I am just going to close this out because I don't need to use the camera right now, but those are things that you will want to set up in the beginning. So there are 3 areas to the Collaborate page that I want to show you, and it's still loading. You can see here. Oh, here we go. So the first area that I want to walk through really quickly are these little icons here in the middle of the page. Then there's a tab here I'd like to show you, and then we're going to go all the way up over here onto the left-hand side, and we'll open that tab. So first of all, this is your My Status and Settings icon, and you can see everything's good and everything's working. And for this particular purpose, I'm using a different recording tool because it was too difficult to have 2 Collaborate sessions running and to go in between. So I am going to leave these items off, but these are what you will want to choose, how you want to use the tools, what your purpose is, and you would allow those accordingly. And if you're having a face-to-face meeting with students or a student, they can have this option to raise their hand if you say something that they have a question about. So let's go over here to this tab, to the second area, and this has 4 icons here. One is the chat area. You can chat according to whoever you'd like to communicate with. You can see who is attending at this time, and this is your share content icon, excuse me, and this is where you will choose what the other people will see when you are either recording or sharing live. And then this gear or cog has some more information about your settings in this particular room. So the last area is over here. It's on the left-hand side, and this is the button that you will click when you want to start and stop your recording. This is where you can use your phone if you want to use that for audio instead of a microphone. And you can report an issue if you have some problem, and you can also get help if you have a problem. And then there's some more information over here if you'd like to learn more about Collaborate. So let's look over here again at the share content area. This is where you can share an application or share a screen, share a file, and you can also have a whiteboard, which is right here. You can draw on with a mouse or type on with the keyboard. So what I usually end up using is share screen, and I usually share my entire screen just because I feel like it's easier, but you can jump in and try things out and see what you like the most. So when I choose this, I have to choose entire screen, and then I have to choose allow. And what happens is it will basically mirror your screen. So you're going to have this picture within this picture within this picture within this picture, and it's kind of crazy looking. So here is what I was talking about. So if you're going to be doing this for recording, what you'll want to do is you'll start recording and then you'll jump out of this to the tab that you want to show your students. You will jump out as fast as you can. And if you have a live session, then you can say, all right, students, hold on a second, don't freak out, it'll be fine. I am going to just jump over to my browser and show you what we would need to look at. So basically, I wanted to show you what it looks like. It's not a problem, it's fine, but just go ahead and move on to whatever you want to move on to as quickly as you can. So then you'll want to come back here when you're done on your tabs, and you'll stop recording. This will change if you have started it, and it will say stop. And then you'll actually want to stop sharing as well. So you're basically just going to close out your recording, close out your screen, and then you can actually X out of this new window as well when you're done. And the handy thing is that when you go back into your course, you'll be at the home area again. If you remember, we went over here in the beginning to do our settings and to join the room. What we're going to do is we're going to look over here really quickly, and I wanted to show you where the recordings live. So it's not all that obvious, but it's this little hamburger icon over here, and then when you click on it, more options pop up. And then you click on recordings and it will list your recordings. Sometimes there is a delay in time, so don't worry if it doesn't show up right away. It could show up anytime, within the next half hour or something like that. So just kind of check back a little bit later if it's not there. And then you'll move all the way to the right-hand side, and this is where your options will be for what you want to do with this video. So some of these are pretty obvious, and download is what I mentioned earlier. If you'd like to save your video file and upload it into YouTube, this is where you would do that. If you want to copy the link, as long as the course where you recorded this video is in Blackboard, then the link will work. And so usually for the semester, that's perfectly fine. That works without a problem. If you were trying to use something, multiple years into the future, that might be a time when you would want to download the video instead. But for this semester, go ahead. You could copy the link if you'd like to, and you can place it into announcements or into discussion boards or email it to your students, whatever you want to do. And it's nice and handy. You don't have to download if you don't want to. So that's one of the really great benefits. And besides that, and also the fact that this tool resides in every single one of your Blackboard courses, so it's pretty handy. If you have more questions about downloading the video file, if you go to the harper-academy.net website and choose services and then go down to video captioning support, and we tell you how you can request video captioning for whatever you make, and we also tell you how you can upload into YouTube, and we provide some other resources, so feel free to visit that area. So thank you so much for hanging in there with me. If you have additional questions, please feel free to ask your facilitator of your course, or feel free to contact the Academy, and we are more than happy to help you out as well. Thank you. Have a great day.